Here are the tiny Doozers at home in their Doozer Dome.
Are those who are about to receive their helmets present?
We are.
We are.
We are.
Are the witnesses present?
We are.
We are.
We are.
Do you love the Doozer days, working all day long? Will you follow Doozer ways, building with a song? Do you know the Doozer lore, love it as your own? Do you dream of Doozer chores, sleeping in your home?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we really, really do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we really do.
Can you dig and fill a trench?
Yes, I really can.
Can you monkey with a wrench?
Yes, I really can.
Can you dream of Doozer Tower?
Yes, I really can.
Can you call on Doozer Power?
Yes, we really can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we really, really can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we really can.
Will a Doozer ever snooze? Will a Doozer do things like dodging Doozer doos that Doozers never do?
No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we really, really won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we really won't.
Now everybody renew your Doozer vows. Will you make your promise new?
Yes, we really will.
Build your building straight and true.
Yes, we really will.
Are we joyful partners here?
Yes, we really are.
With a world that we revere?
Yes, we really are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we really, really are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we really are. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Foz Fozzicus is the person we've always turned to at Muppets when we needed to make the impossible possible. A mechanical genius, Foz has created hundreds of special puppet effects.
Bravo! We got it made, boys.
Well, one of the difficulties or challenges that we got at the beginning of producing the show was how to operate little tiny figures as well as very large ones. The initial solution was purely mechanical, as you can see, and this was hand-operated. Now, the difficulties that are presented are that the creature is so tiny, it's very hard for a person who is so huge, relatively, to hold it still even. And furthermore, your mobility is reduced to a very narrow spectrum. However, our next solution was to control the whole thing with radios remotely, and so that we also simultaneously adjusted the scale by making the control fit the size of the person, and the puppet, of course, is operated with machinery, which is of its own scale. Yeah, well, here's an example of how kind of mobility we get with a system of this kind. Not only manipulate the figure, which I'm doing, but to run the vehicles, which Tom is doing over here. Of course, there's no limit to only your imagination limits what the ways you can move these creatures about using this system. Bye-bye.
'Cause I'm not like they say. I just want to find my own way. I'm going the way I've got to go. So show me a way to go and I'll go free. I hope you'll see that I'm going the way I've got to go.
Foz's remote control devices have let our puppeteers give a real feeling of life to the Doozers. Watch as Cotterpin chats with her puppeteer, Kathy Mullen.
That's true. Look at the chrome on that thing, huh? Look at the gears and the wheels and the it's just incredible.